What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is the 1st of July. Taking a look, Aerodrome Finance / the United States dollar pair. This is a daily chart, and as always, this is the Coinbase price data here. We are on tradingview.com. We're looking at a daily chart. Let's take a look at what's going on here with Aerodrome. So we had a pretty good reversal off the top yesterday. Looks like Aerodrome closed the day down 0.58%. We backed off of some levels of what appear to be market resistance right now, which are the 84.38, which is that blue line right here. We also backed away from the 82.57, the yellow line. We closed right at the 200-day moving average. If I get rid of this watch list here, take a zoom in here on the chart, you can see, we spoke about this yesterday, that there's a chance of the market getting pushed back. Basically, think of trying to hold up a ball in a pool above the surface. It keeps trying to fight you here, and it gets pushed back down once over here on the 20th of July, twice over here on the 25th, and so far the 30th and 1st of July, it's getting held back down below water. Now, what we want to keep an eye out for is a very large pop to the upside. So if you held that ball underwater, as far as you could, and then remove your hand, it's going to shoot up above the surface, and that's what we're hoping for here. But right now, we're pulling back, so we'll have to see. We'll talk about that in just a moment when we think that will end. What we also have is today so far, this could change. We have a daily market lower high today. We are not above yesterday's high, which were 84.6. We only have a high today at 81. So we have some work to do there if that's going to happen. And again, the 200-day is holding this market down. So we could be in for just like this is a very short-term trend here to the downside that popped to the upside for 2 days. We're in the opposite now, so we're back into a trend potentially. We don't know how, day by day, we don't know how far this will go. But again, we want to watch the lows over here now from the 28th. That is 74 cents, 74. And then if we undercut that, we're going to watch these lows over here from the 22nd, 71, and then we're going to keep an eye on 69.74. So step number 1, 28th of June. Step number 2, 22nd of June. Step number 3, support at 69 cents. So again, we don't know how far this will go. This just could be this morning. Markets could change, or this could lead into something larger, taking us down to this 69 area, maybe down to roughly where the 50-day is, which right now the 50-day moving average is around 67 or so cents. We will give you some new support targets down in here if this trend does continue, but I think between those 3 price levels, the 28th, the 22nd, and then 69 cents, if the market finds support at either of those, I think that will be good enough for now. So far, the 200-day, like I said, is holding this price down for the 3rd time. We shall see. But I would be ready at any moment, of a pop above this. I think it could be quite strong above the 200-day. We could pull back for a couple days and then we get it, but I don't think it's going to ultimately hold the price back and then set this thing into a longer-term downtrend. Could happen. Of course, if Bitcoin does that, it probably will happen. But I think Bitcoin's going to break out. We're just getting some resistance, some pushback here, short term. Real quick here, we have nice major low, lower high, higher lows, higher high, a little bit of a whipsaw, higher high, lower low, another higher high, and we're just consolidating here. We're in this pennant pattern here, which is bullish. Let me throw this up here for you. Anybody interested in this? This is what a pennant would look like roughly. I don't trade off chart patterns like this, but some people do. And there it is. And what you want to see is we could head out to the apex. So let's say this thing consolidates until the 6th or 7th of July. And then at some point there, we'll either break higher, would be the continuation of what's going on in this trend, or to the downside. So the energy is being built up in this. It is like a coiled up spring getting pushed tighter and tighter and tighter. And at some point, boom, the energy will be released and hoping to the upside here. We'll see. I think Bitcoin is quite bullish. So that's what we have here for Aerodrome Finance this morning. Current price down 3.18%. We're getting pushed back off the 200-day for the third time. We spoke about this yesterday. We'll see how it goes. Keep your eye on the 28th. Keep your eye on the 20th, I believe it was. Keep your eye on the 69 level, and then the 200-day moving average. The 50-day moving average. That is below the 69. That's around 67. This low on the 26th is 74. And then on the 22nd is 71. So that's 4 areas to keep your eye on if this price does continue to the downside. And we do have new targets if we need to put them on there, but I think that's enough. So if you're a long-term bull here, all of these pullbacks are opportunities to accumulate more shares if you have a higher outlook on price down the road. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, see what's happening there. Bitcoin is finding resistance at this overhead line we threw on the charts recently. A little bit of a bearish candle that took place yesterday. Higher high, lower low, closed in the red. That's basically a bearish engulfing candle. Today's quiet. We don't have any follow through to the downside. We do have a new daily low, but not a big range yet. We are above the 50-day. That is nice. We have the 200-day trending higher. That is nice. The 50-day is above the 200-day. That is nice. Let's take a zoom out here on Bitcoin. Target for the upside. I think it's coming here. 116,000 for starters right here. 116,834. Of course, we have higher targets than that. 130,000. 116 would put Bitcoin up 9.5, 130, call it like 22% to the upside. So you can see both of these lines are trending to the upside. Very, very nice. Not every day is a green day, guys. You guys have a great day. Try to get some other videos out here this morning. All links down below. If you want to chat, hit me up in my email. Any questions, of course, not financial advice. Thanks for subscribing. If you are not yet joined, go ahead and do so. And we'll be back. You guys have a great day.